Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back, and today we're going to be working on my little journal for baby Kay, my new little grandson that's due in a few months. And as you can see, it doesn't look any different to when you last saw it, which was probably a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago. But I have actually sewn all around the outside of the cover. I've also stripy fabric on the inside. I turned it in and sewed it top and bottom, but I've left the edge rough, sort of a bit frayed on the outside because I like how that looks. I think it just softens that edge. So I've sewn both top and bottom, and then I've glued it in so that it's now all complete. And it's actually sewed. I wasn't sure how my sewing machine would take sewing through quite thick cardboard and 2 layers of fabric, because there's the felt underneath, but it was absolutely fine. I was quite surprised, very pleasantly surprised how well it did it. So it's not the straightest, but because I was using a very pale cream thread, you can't really see it unless you look closely, but I know it just feels more secure, more finished. And I didn't really want it. I did think about doing it with blue thread, but I didn't think of it when I was doing the thread, when I was putting the thread on the machine, until afterwards, and I thought, oh, I meant to do it in blue. But that's fine. I mean, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, that's all fine. That's ready to go. Obviously I will need to do more decorating on here. I'm going to put some sort of topper. I shall probably have something going around the spine, because I think I'm going to sew the signatures right through this spine. I'm not going to do a hidden spine. And then I'll probably want to put something over the top, whether it's lace or another piece of fabric. That may be the option I'll go for, is a piece of fabric over the top. I might use a bit more of this blue stripe. I quite like that. Anyway, so that's for another video, finishing that off. But for today, I think what I want to do is have a look at the papers for the signatures, because I've got 3 kits here, and I thought I'd go through them and pick out the ones I actually want to use in the signatures. I've printed them all on this lovely paper. It's called Premium Business Paper. It's 120 GSM, but you only get 50 in a pack, so it's really lovely quality, but it's not something I could use for all my journals. I couldn't possibly afford to do it. But for this journal, yes, I thought I would use it. It's this lovely off-white colour. It's not cream, because I've actually got a pack of cream, and that's a much more yellow. The colour of this is called Oyster Wove. I don't know why it's called Oyster Wove, but the colour is Oyster, and it's a really lovely warm colour. So I've only printed all of these on one side, because I'm quite happy with that oyster colour on the other side. And as I'll be writing in this and sticking pictures in, it doesn't need to be decorated or patterned on every page or on every side. In fact, I'm not going to use huge numbers of the patterned papers. I'm just going to try and choose a few. So I've got 3 kits. The first one is by Janie B Journals, and it's called Rainbow Baby. Now, I didn't realise the significance of Rainbow Baby until after I bought the kit, and it occurred to me what it was referring to. And you know, I just thought it was a really pretty, bright, fun kit. And it is. But just when you look closely, let me just move the other 2 aside, and we'll go through each one. And I'll choose some papers from each. So the plan is to do, I may have said something different in the last video, but I've decided to do 3 signatures, 6 pages each. So that'll give me 72 sides. So if there is the odd page that I just like as it is, I won't need to feel the need to use it, or to write on it, or I can just leave it as it is. And the reason I folded this out was just to get the size for my cover, because once I'd cut off the edges, I needed to make sure the cover was the right size. Now, if you look closely, I think it's not actually on this one I can see, but there is a little tiny feet with wings and a little halo. I mean, it's really quite heartbreaking to think of that. But I will probably try and cover those up, because we don't want any reference to babies that are no longer with us, do we? On a baby that's about to arrive. So, but I just love this front page anyway. Well, I just think he's so cute. And I just think this is a really sweet kit. So I do want to use it, but I'm not going to use too much of it. I'll maybe only use one page in each signature because there aren't a huge number in here anyway. So this page is the... I just thought it makes quite a nice front page. So anyway, so I've got that like that. Let's take this off. Put it up there because I lost it just now. So this page is really sweet. It's got all the animals in it, and I really like that one. And I think that would make a really nice middle page for one signature. So I'm going to fold it that way for now because I think it's going to be a middle page in the spread. This one is quite sweet, but it has got much more obvious feet with wings. So I probably won't use that one. And I don't really like this image that much either. So that's that one. This one is a really cute one. I like this one. It's really sweet. And there's a couple of little feet there. And we could just cover them up. We'll just have to cover them up, I'm afraid. So that's that one. I suppose I could fold as I go, couldn't I? Rather than having to do it again. And then we have this one. It's possible. I don't know that I've said to myself I'll only use 3, so I'll fold this one as well. But I don't know if I will use it. I've got to be selective because I've got quite a lot of others. So I'll put that over there. Then there's a few more plain pages to this one. They've all got well, 2 of them have got some plain pages, which I definitely will use. So this is quite nice. It's just the same as the background, kind of bubbly and neutral. So I think that will be fine. I'm going to definitely use some of these more neutral pages. So that's that one. And I like this one as well. So that one I'm going to use. This is just some little polka dots. There's there. It's got this one that's rainbows all over. I don't think I'm going to use that one. It's a little bit girly to my mind, and I don't really like this one very much either. So that one and this one I won't be using. So I'm going to leave the pile of the ones I do want to use to one side, because then I can come back and I will try and choose, put the signatures together as well today. Okay, so this kit is called Vintage Boho Baby. Oh. I shall put that other piece with the rainbow kit. Right, this one is called Vintage Boho Baby, as I said, by Misguided Design Shop, or Misguided Designs Shop. So that's this one. It's a really sweet kit. It's got quite a lot of pages in it. I won't use them all, as I said before. But I will fold them all, and I might make those choices as I go along. So I will fold them, I'll show them and fold them, and I will probably speed this bit up because you don't really need me to talk through every single page. So that's that one. Right, that's those ones all folded. There's quite a few of those. And as you can see, this one I folded the other way because I thought that would make a lovely middle page of a signature. And I also realised as I was going along that some of them hadn't been trimmed very well, as you could also see. I had to do a bit of extra trimming, so that was fine. So that's that kit, and that's the Vintage Boho Baby by Misguided Designs Shop. And then the last one, I'm going to keep my trimmer handy this time. This is, I think, is the biggest kit of all. It's called Boho Baby, and the other one was Vintage Boho Baby, and this is just called Boho Baby by My Porch Prints. And so again, I'll do the same. We'll go through each page and I'll fold them ready, and then we'll have to make some decisions about what goes in the journal. And I will explain what I'm going to do with some of the papers that I don't choose to go in the journal, because I have another plan for some of those. So these pages are actually a fair bit smaller than the other ones. You can see they're about the same height, but I think they're quite a bit smaller the other way. So if I fold this one, hold it properly, so they don't come out as far, but that's fine. It just adds a little bit more interest to the journal, doesn't it, when they're slightly different sizes, so I haven't got a problem with that. And this is a really pretty kit as well. And what I like is that they're all pretty neutral in that they would do either for a boy or a girl. In fact, I think these colours probably suit a boy more than a girl anyway, but they're not aimed at one or the other. Right, so now we have the 3 kits all folded. Now we have to make some choices. The hard part. So I'll start with the smallest one, the Rainbow Baby kit. So these neutral ones I'll put to one side because they're going to be popped in here and there. So they're going to a few in each journal. So because I've got 4, so I'm going to pick 3. We know we want this one for the middle of one signature. And I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know, which one should go on the front of the journal. I quite like Somewhere Over the Rainbow Skies Are Blue and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. It's quite a nice way to open the journal. And I'll cover up the little bit here. And I think he just looks sad, so he's not going in. He hasn't made the cut, I'm afraid. Well, I quite like that page, so I'm going to put this aside for something else, and I'll just mention that at the end. Right, so we've got middle. So I just want these. So I'm going to take out all the neutrals for now. Put them over here, because they're going to be filling. Right, so we need to, at the moment, I thought I'd just choose one from each kit, because I'm going to do 6 pages in each signature. So that's 3 pages, and then maybe fill the rest with neutrals. But then if I have one that I particularly love, that might go in as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 8 on here, but I don't love them all. So we just got to pick the ones we love, and we've got to love. Let me just. I tell you what we'll do. I'm going to put this one over here, ready for the next lot of choosing. Move these up because they're the signatures that we have chosen, or the pages that we've chosen for the signatures. So now we've just got these to look at. So he's really cute, but I'm not a big fan of that. So that's going to go in the pile for do something else with. This one I just think I'm not really keen on at all. I just think it's a little odd. Don't know why. Just, I guess they're baby grows that made to look like animals. Yeah, I suppose that's what they are. Don't love them. Not putting them in. I'm going to be picky because I can. This one I do love. So that's going to go in one of them. I might put that in the middle. This one I'm not absolutely sure about. So no, I'm going to put that one up there. Oh, these would, I think, would count as more neutrals really. They're writing papers. They're sweet and I really like them. May not use them both because they're both basically the same. But one's got lines on and one hasn't, and I'll probably go for the one that hasn't. So I'll put that in the neutrals pile. So that's cut things down a bit, hasn't it? So I've actually only got 2 left now. So there's that one, and that's the other side. So sorry, a bit dry. And then this one has got that on the other side, and I love that one as well. So yay! So we've chosen our 3 for that kit. And now we've got to try and cut this one down. So I have taken all the neutrals out of this one. And one of these needs to be a middle, doesn't it? So let's see which one looks like it would work as a middle. Because I want to put a middle page from each kit into each signature. So we've already chosen that one. So I think that will make a nice middle page. So I'm going to put that way. So we need one for this, from this kit for this one, and I think I may have chosen one already because I've turned it the other way, if you saw me do that. Right, so we've got this one, and on the other side is the giraffe. Now we had one with a giraffe, that's this one, so let's put him here. And we've got the little bunny, so I like that one. These I may have to go back and reduce these some more unless I immediately find some I'm not so keen on. So I'm not so fussed about that one, so that one can go in that pile. This is my one for the middle, love that one. So which one did we need that for? We needed that for here, didn't we? So he may have to come out. Because I need one for here, I need one for here, so let's see, I'm not overly keen on this one, so that can go to one side. I love that, the little sheep. Don't love that so much, so that can go up on this pile. No, not too fussed about the chest of drawers or the weird teddy bear looking at himself in the mirror. That's a bit weird, don't like that. That's going completely. This one, no, not fussed about that one. I mean, I don't dislike them really. I'm just being really picky, as I said, because I've only got so much room in this journal. I like him, and I kind of like him. So I've got to choose between these two, really, haven't I? So there's those two, and those two. No, I think I still prefer this one, but I might use the teddy on something else. Right, so that was which kit? Which one I need that for? That was for this signature. Right, so we have 3 for each signature now, and we may be able to go back and bring a couple more in if we haven't got enough neutrals, but I think I probably have. So let's get the neutrals pile down. So we've got to find 3 more for each signature. So these ones I really like. At the moment I'm going to choose this one. This one may come in if I haven't got enough. So one of those, put that to one side for now. And I've got this stripe and this stripe. I've got this one, which is a kind of collagey one. So that might come back in later, but I'm going to put it up here for now. And there's this one. It's very pale. It's like a damasky background in a very pale grey with a few little spots and bits of white. So it's very, very neutral. Could go on pretty much any journal. But I shall put it on because it's going to be, you know, I'm going to be wanting to write on papers. I really love this one. So that can go over here. And we've got the one with the clouds, which can go over here. And then I have these 2. So one here, and I need another one for here, which could be this one. And then I think that's it. Because I did have some blank pages. These, you know, just the pages from these were actually ones I was going to use for the wedding guest list book. For some reason, I can't remember why I couldn't use it, but there was a reason. So I've hung on to them, thinking I might use them. Now, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 6 for each signature. So we're there. That's brilliant. So now we just need to put them in some sort of order. So, okay, so we've got our middle, which I love this one. And then we want a nice neutral. And then we'll have this one. They're all different sizes. This one's quite a bit bigger than the other ones. Well, the other 2 are both from the other kit, weren't they? Then I'm going to go with this one. Actually, maybe I'll put that one there. Yep, that one there. Then this one. Then this one. And then this one. Okay. So there may be a little bit of trimming because that seems a bit too far out here. So I might trim that down, but I think that will be fine. And I may move things around. I have been known to do that when they're in place and I start thinking about it. I might move things around, but for now they'll work for me. So I need to choose my front and, well, I've got my middle. So it's either going to be this one in the front or this one. No, I like this one, I think. Yeah, I love this one. So there's going to be that one. And we've got this one in the middle. So let's put this next. And then we'll have this one. Then we'll have Teddy. And we'll have that nice stripe. And then this one in the end. So yeah, they come out at different levels, but it doesn't matter. I might have, again, I'm going to have to trim this down a bit because they are really sticking out at this side, but that's okay. So there's that one. And my last one. So I've got my 3 neutrals. I've got my middle. I have to choose. Is that going to be a good front? It's a shame he's not on the front. I like him. But that's okay. Because I don't really want the same one again on the front. So put that in here. Then maybe, I seem to have got the neutrals all from the same kit for this one, don't I? Well, because there were only 2 others. Okay, no, that's got to go next. Then him, the stripe, and this one. Oh yeah, that's all fine. Okay, so that is our 3 signatures, and I'll just grab my cover and just see how they fit. Feels quite substantial because this paper is that much thicker. It actually's got quite a weight to it. So there we go, it fits in absolutely fine, because I'm not going to be doing lots of pockets and things. However, one thing I thought I might do, and I'm going to bring these other papers back in, and I'm sure I won't use them all, but one of the things I thought I could do, I'll just grab one of the signatures for now, is where I've got a page that I really like, or even an image that I really like this circle, this little image here, or, I mean, I really love him. It says Tiny Toes, Little Love, Cutie Pie. Isn't that cute? So I really like that page. So what I thought I could do on some pages is make them into a really big pocket. So I could put a nice big journal card in them, and it'll give me extra. I mean, it could even be made into some sort of flip out. You know, there are many options of how these could be used to get more writing space, or, you know, somewhere extra to put photographs or something like that. So that it could be an extension to a page, so that I've got, if I need more, if I've got lots of photographs and I want to add a few more, I could kind of cut it there, glue it onto a page, and then I've got a really pretty front, and then I've got a nice big expanse to work on. So there's various options, and most of these, I've got one side that I like, so I might just tear them in half and get them ready. And then as I work in it, I've got these ready to go to make some extra pages or some extra. Now I won't tear them up in case I need any hinging or anything like that. So like this one I really like, this one not so much. So all of these ones where I've got an image I like, I'm not keen on that one. No, I don't think that's some of them are a little bit strange to my eye. I mean, I'm very, very fussy about what I use. I quite like him, and this is all right, but I could tear this. See, I could use this. It's like a little crown with a little one on it, and I could cut that out, make it into a little pocket or whatever. So I'm going to keep all of these handy. This little guy I really like as well, so he might be made into something. And yeah, so these will be useful extras. But this is now I would say the bones of my journal. So all I need to do really, make sure I'm happy with the placement of all the pages in the signature, because knowing me, I'll move them around a bit. And I need to sew it in and decorate the cover. So I may do one more prep video before Littlin arrives. I haven't quite decided, or I might just show it to you when it's done, because I'll probably sew these in obviously off camera, and really all there'll be left to do will be to decorate the cover really, once I've sewn in the signature. So I'm not going to do a lot more than that beforehand, because I want it to be pretty well blank for me to work in as and when. So that's it. So you may not see this again until, I don't know, till it's all finished. I'm not sure it's worth me coming on just to decorate the cover, because it probably won't be a very long video. So we'll see. But you may not see this until it's finished, and I'm ready. And Little 'Un has possibly arrived, which will be very exciting. So I will show it to you then at least. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.